I'm Captain Michael McDonald. I am the Inspector Instructor for Detachment Delta Company, 4th Law Enforcement Battalion in Anchorage, Alaska. The Toys for Tots Alaska mission is pretty unique. Every state across the country does Toys for Tots. It's a foundation that works specifically with the Marine Corps. So most Marines have taken part in a Toys for Tots event of donating toys or delivering toys, but specifically for Alaska, we actually go up all the way to the far north in the Arctic Circle to deliver the toys by hand to the native Alaskan villages. We do so with C-130, so Marine Corps Heavy Airlift out of Hawaii. We'll fly up from Jaber, the Joint Base in Anchorage, Alaska, all the way up into the different Arctic boroughs across the Arctic Circle and travel via snowmobile to the villages to deliver the toys. We'll take turns dressing up as Santa and go school to school and actually pass out the toys to all the native children. When the Marines come every year, which they've done for the past 20 plus years, and they bring a brand new toy to that kid, it absolutely makes their entire year. We've seen some awesome examples of a little girl getting a brand new stuffed animal or a young boy getting a Nerf gun, and the smile on their face, it's hard to describe. It's just absolutely awesome to be able to bring joy to the kids. And it's great for the community as well. The whole community gets involved. They all look forward to it every single year. It's just a great chance to give back and show another side of the Marine Corps that they're not typically used to seeing.
My name is Veronica Ferguson. I'm a secretary here at Jude Nelson Elementary School in Kotzebue, Alaska. I feel very grateful for the opportunity that we get to have the Marines come up to Kotzebue and to our surrounding schools. Not a lot of our families are fortunate, so they have one more thing for their kids to be able to take a present home from school and to hear their child's story about how Santa and the Marines came to visit their school.
So the Arctic environment is one of the harshest in the entire world. We've still experienced down into the negatives, -10 to -15. When you factor in anywhere from 25 to 35 mile an hour winds, it puts the wind chill factor well down into the -30s, -40s, and 50s. Because we travel via snowmobile from village to village, it can get pretty spicy. This is a great opportunity from a training standpoint. Toys for Tots aside, the logistical movement, the planning, the contingency building, the way that we prep and train for this mission just brings tremendous value to the Marine Corps as a whole.
My name is Tanner Baird. I'm a technical sergeant in the United States Air Force. I'm security forces by trade, but through training and stuff like that, I currently work with the 11th Air Force Archer Resiliency Training as a non-commissioned officer in charge of the training program. The initial conversation happened with two of our other defenders, Staff Sergeant Smith and Senior Fuller. Well, they started linking those together. Through talks and conversations with Captain McDonald, they said, well, we actually have a guy who works in the Arctic environment and teaches survival skills. And they reached out to me via email and said, would you be interested? I said, well, when do you guys have a meeting? They said, we had a meeting coming up here in a few days. You should be there. I said, okay. So I showed up, just kind of listened to the conversation, and they said, how would you feel to join us for this joint Toys for Tots? I was sold the moment I heard we were going to the Arctic Circle. I said, this is what I do for a living, I'm excited. And we were able to work out through all the kinks to have us come along, and it's been absolutely amazing.
The reason that we were able to accomplish this mission up here so successfully is because we had all those outside entities that just made us better as a whole. Like we have Tech Sergeant Bird that is also, in the Air Force, but all he does Monday to Friday is teach how to survive in the cold weather, having that knowledge, passed down to us. So when you split into your small teams to go to different villages, you have the basic understanding of what you need to do to survive out here. So I think having that level of knowledge, the level of external support, what they bring to the table, and what we are able to do because of that, it just elevates our game for the villages and for everyone else's safety.
Overall, this was a great mission. Very proud of each one of the Marines and the airmen that we had along with us. Just performed exceptionally well in this austere environment. It tests you, myself included. Every time we come up here, it really forces you to reach deep inside yourself to pull out that courage and that resiliency and that grit to make it through these tough conditions. It's the first time in a long time that we've actually had a joint operation of Air Force medics and security forces along with us, and they performed great. And it was a great joint training exercise and operation. Great opportunity for the Marines to learn, to test themselves, and also just to bring that value-added training back to the Marine Corps as a whole.